Today I want to talk a bit about Linear Agent. And before I start, I want to preface by saying that I love Linear. I use it every day. It's good software. I think it's the best ticket management software out there. I just think that with Linear Agent, they stepped into the wrong direction a bit. If you look at the history of how Linear was adopting AI, it was actually pretty tasteful so far. They shipped this LLM powered search, which is pretty powerful. They also have this nice feature where instead of selecting the filters manually through the menu, you could just type what you want to filter by and it will just do it for you. They also have this nice feature. If you connect Linear to your Slack, every time somebody updates something in the project or initiative that you track, you would get this nice summary where instead of like just dumping everything that was changed in that project or initiative, you would just get like a small summary. They also have this neat feature where when writing the project update, you could press a button and get a draft that you would later improve before actually sending it. If you look at all of those features, you would notice that they all are not forced. They're completely optional. They are also very thoughtful, and it's clear that all of those features were stemming from their personal experience and like pain points. They were genuinely trying to optimize using Linear and make it more efficient. Also, all of those features take small real estate while providing high utility where you actually need them. So, how did they end up shipping this? I have multiple theories, but I think the biggest reason is that Linear just doesn't want to lose the AI race and they want to be relevant in the future. Whatever it takes, they're just desperately trying to ship something that's adjacent to the current meta. And I want to articulate why Linear Agent is bad. First, it just takes the entire home screen by default. And I know there's a setting to disable that, but I think most people would just not find the setting in the first place. So they would end up with this. And I'm not sure about other people, but the way I use Linear, the app these days, is that I mostly use it to find the very specific details about some project or some issue. I don't just go there and create new issues or like search for something. I have my agents for that. I want to see like a particular issue or particular project. So every kind of like distraction I have on that path just makes me slower. I also already have my own agents. My Cloud Code or Codex are perfectly capable of doing the same things that Linear Agent can do. So why do I need two agents instead of one? There's also no way to pick the model, and there's also no way to tell which model it uses. And I'm pretty sure it's not the Frontier model, because that would be too expensive for them. So there's no way to guarantee that I'm getting the best output out of this. Also, it only works with Linear, which is a big limitation. The way, for example, my debugging sessions go these days is that I usually pull some traces from Grafana and then my agent could dive deep into the code and try to find the root cause or just get more context. And then finally, I finish by creating a reproduction ticket in Linear. If I'm using Linear Agent, I would have to pull the Grafana traces manually into the context instead of letting my agent do that, which just makes me less efficient. Finally, it doesn't have my setup. It doesn't have my skills and my agents.md, something that I've created for myself and something that I've been iterating over the last few months. Every time I use the linear agent, I just lose that and have to start from scratch. There's also no way to customize the experience. So I'm just using the vanilla agent, something that everybody else uses. And the alternative is simple. Just use Linear as MCP with your Cloud Code or Codex. It's perfectly capable of doing everything Linear Agent can do, and it's just better in every other way.